Hey, bud.
Baby girl.
Oh. Oh, my shirt. Yeah.
Baby girl.
I thought you were just trying out a new nickname for me.
No, I'm not going to call you baby girl. That's already been named. I thought your shirt said Metallica for a second.
Nope, it's Baby Girl.
That's the performer's shirt?
Yeah, that's your favorite drag queen.
Yeah, dude. She has merch?
She's the shirt, yeah.
I didn't know that, dude. That's fucking badass.
Like our
when did you get that at?
Like December.
Oh, really?
I'd hung out with her since having it, and I showed it to her, and she's like, "Oh, you're the only person who's bought that." And Izzy and I both own one.
I mean, dude, it's awesome because I think it's Metallica. Like the font. Okay, so for you listening at home, Jacob's wearing a drag performer's merchandise.
Yeah,
that says "Baby Girl," but in Metallica font.
It's her comeback tour, or what's it say on the back?
Revenge tour.
Yeah, it's her because
it looks like a band team.
Some local people pissed her off, so she named her next few shows the Revenge Tour. And one of my shows is on the back too with her. Which
damn, I didn't know drag performers went on tour.
I mean, they have a shit ton of shit.
I guess they play all the time,
like 4 times a week. I don't understand.
Yeah, but that shirt is now locked into. No one wants it now. You know, because the tour dates are over.
True.
That's
but I
weird.
love it.
Dude, I love it. Now I kind of want it, dude. Yeah. That's a freaking badass shirt. Baby Girl. Metallica? Nope. They're old white men. I do like the new Metallica album, though.
Oh, yeah.
I got that on vinyl.
You keep telling me about that one.
Dude, the opening track is the title of the album, 72 Seasons. Oh, okay. It's freaking badass. You know what else is badass? This podcast.
Moist Monday.
At least we hope it is. We think it is. Thank you guys for being here. Let's freaking get into the meat. Welcome back. How's everyone doing? Happy freaking Moist Monday.
We had an exciting weekend.
Whoa, yeah, we did. Are you ready to be amazed?
And bewildered.
Are you ready to be dazzled?
Mystified.
Are you ready to see thrilling things? I'm running out of... I'm running out of things.
Well, you know who never runs out of things? Let's ask our good buddy magician, Zoltar.
Oh, it's a segment.
All right, Zoltar, tell us a little something about ourselves.
Hear your fortune from Zoltar. Remember, it is a great deal better to do all the things you think you should than to spend the rest of your life wishing you had.
Wow.
Yeah,
okay.
That's fair.
So he just says,
go do stuff.
Just do it. Just do it.
You remember his one thing that's like, don't do anything. It's better not to.
He was like, yeah, laziness, that pays off right now.
Yeah, be lazy.
What the fuck?
Well, now he's saying, no, get our shit together.
Yeah, he's like, hey, we're working on shit.
Maybe we needed that then, and now we need this now.
Hey, well, it's summertime. It's time to be fucking active. It's time to get shit done. It's time to be abracadabra. Abracorndabra.
I thought you were gonna mix in an actual term there.
No, I was trying to I was trying to throw in a term, but then also transition into what we need to talk about. But it didn't work. It didn't. Sometimes I'm not on my game. Yep. And I guess that's today.
So this past weekend, Robert and I performed at Abracorndabra.
Yeah, you heard that right? It wasn't just Jacob.
Corndab. Yep. Brought Robert in as my beautiful assistant.
The what was it? Zambino? Mm-hmm. Zambino, which is the fucking hockey thing.
Well, that's a Zamboni.
Oh. Well, close enough.
Yeah.
That should be my...
Zamboni. I bet that is a magician.
Here's my assistant, Zamboni.
And you walk in really slowly.
I just make like a constant noise.
The entire time while I'm talking. So a couple months ago, someone reached out and invited me to perform at Abracorndabra, which is a meeting of the magicians.
Yeah, it's the Midwest. This is what it says on the slogan. Okay. The Midwest's premier magic convention.
People from all over the world flew into Des Moines, Iowa.
Apparently, this is a thing they do every year. This was the 13th year of this magic convention that takes place in Iowa. Never heard of it.
Nope.
And I love magic. You think I would at least
aware.
aware of it.
Yeah.
Whoa. And I was like, Jacob's not a magician. What the heck's going on here?
Yeah. For their special 13th year, they wanted some sideshow acts, but I think I was basically the only one.
You're the only
Everyone
one.
else was just doing card tricks.
Everybody
or
else
like,
was magicians.
yeah. And so they asked me, because he reached out. I was like, awesome. Do you want me to do like a set? And he's like, yeah, can you do the bed of nails 4 times in a row?
Yeah, what?
All right. So I was like, I do like glass walking and I do fire breathing. I do human blockhead. Human blockhead's kind of my specialty right now. That's what I have the biggest like routine done with. And he's like, nah, just bed of nails. All right. What's the stage like? He's like, all right, well, you'll have 3 minutes and it'll be in front of about 200 people.
That's a lot of people.
Yeah. And that's not a lot of minutes.
Well, okay. So when you're telling me about it,
Yeah.
you were like, you're going to help me. And you're gonna take a sledgehammer and you're gonna break a cinder block on my body while I'm laying on the bed of nails.
Yeah.
I've never done that.
Nope.
So I was like, what? And then you were like, oh, by the way, that's the only thing we're doing, and we're doing it 4 times. And I was like, what?
Yep.
Like I was like, what? I did not know.
That's the act.
I did not know what to expect. It was wild.
then-
It's weird.
For like when I was not signing up, but when I was talking to the guy who was running it, he was like, yeah, do you want to send me some photos for promotional stuff? You'll get paid like X amount of money. And also we'll make a banner for you and you can keep the banner.
Fuck yeah, dude.
So it's like, all right, I sent him my symbol, which I love, which I have displayed here. It's a skull wearing a bowler hat with red eyes, some blood coming out of its nose, and a blockhead size
He
nail.
also has it tattooed on him.
Yeah, I had that way before I decided it was my symbol. Because I had some local artist
and
draw it
also,
for me.
I have photoshopped it for you.
Oh, right, you did. Yeah, because there used to be a background on it.
Yeah, there was like some red lines, and I was like, let me clean that up.
Yeah.
I was like, I know how to do Photoshop. It only took me 30 minutes.
So I sent him some good photos of me, and I sent him my symbol, and I explained it like, yep, this is my symbol. This is how I normally dress on stage. So like, that's probably what I'll look like at this show. He's like, sounds good. And he sends me back the ginormous banner they made. What? It's over 10 feet tall.
Oh, dude, it's over 10 feet tall.
Yeah,
and it's probably 11 by 8, probably.
Yeah,
8 feet wide.
And
dude, it's massive.
yeah, I'll give you a photo of it to post here. And for those just listening, it says Jacob the Freak at the top, and it says like death defying, and I think in person or something like that.
Yeah, in person.
And then it is a man in a turban laying on a very strange looking bed of nails, where like it's just like not even a straight line, it's 2 lines, or like it's
so
the
hard.
bed, it's like curved
so hard
a little,
to describe.
and then there's just triangles on top of
It kind of looks like
clip art.
A clip art, but it also looks like an alligator mouth that's flat open, but also leaning, because like the guy is laying on it is
He's
leaning.
sitting up. It's like
and
a
then also the
recliner.
bed of nails has feet. For some reason,
Yeah.
it has feet, which is super weird. And then when you look closely, some of the triangles, which are supposed to be nails, some of the triangles aren't even touching the bed. So it's like, what is this?
And the big thing you notice, it's a man in a turban.
It's like an Indian dude
And because
laying
it's-
on a supposedly bed of nails, and
And he blew it up so much that it like is like looks a little 8-bit.
dude, it's so good.
I'm very happy with it. I love it. It's ridiculous. But it's just like all I wanted was just my symbol on a banner that said Jacob the Freak.
Part of your payment.
Yeah.
At least you got your name right.
Yeah. But like I was just like, God, if I could, I was so excited just to have my symbol on a banner.
It'd be so funny if like he spelled your name wrong.
Yeah.
It's like Jacob.
Jacob the Frack.
Yeah, Jacob the Frack or Jacob the Freakster. And it's just like, come on, dude. So at least you got your name right.
And I do love it. I have it displayed in my garage now where I'm gonna store all the banners.
What's weird is this convention. I didn't know what to expect. It was a magic convention.
Yeah.
This convention took place at a hotel, which I get. You know, that's where
a lot of events, like corporate stuff.
Yeah, that's where like conventions. So we're performing at Friday night, and we don't perform till 9:30.
And then again at 10:30.
Yeah, it's like, what the heck?
We have 2 shows at like we probably went on like 9:40 and then like 9:40, maybe 9:50.
Yeah,
and
2
then,
back to back, and then we waited an hour, and then 2 back to back again.
And we were sitting in a empty room.
Okay, yeah. So we were in the basement of this hotel room. They were conference rooms.
Yep.
That were completely empty. Nothing in there.
A few like hotel paintings
on the wall, but literally nothing. Like no chairs, nothing. And when we walked into the room, just a giant banner, and I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Like, it was like touching the ceiling. I was like, this is ridiculous. And he was like, is this good? Sure.
It's here. So yeah.
I mean,
what more can we say?
what else do you want me to say? Is this good? Sure. This is what we have.
God.
It was wild. So we were literally on the ground, having to do bed of nails with cinder blocks. And so this thing, it was super weird because it wasn't like a show or a performance. I mean, it was, but like the crowd came to you.
Yes.
So there was like 4 performers.
More than that. I bet like 6.
Oh, and then so like, and then
in the hallway, we were like, our room was a part of a hallway, and then every room in that hallway was a different performer.
Yeah, and like groups were being guided and for little 3-minute shows, and then that would lead to a final show.
Just like pit stops along the way to this big
it was
show.
Very weird.
Yep.
It was a very unique experience, that's for sure.
And like, I guess I didn't know what to expect when I was like, magic convention. Like,
yeah, I didn't know what to expect either.
I guess I pictured a lot of like 40-year-old dudes and like hot 30-year-old women coming in.
Yeah, because
like,
that's like, oh, magic.
Yeah, but we got a lot of retired magicians and a couple of children too.
Yeah, it was mostly retired people,
And
mostly
like-
old people, which is still cool. I mean, they were, obviously way into magic.
Good crowd.
Dude, a lot of people.
Yeah.
There was a lot of people, but then obviously there was like, kids and stuff. What was wild is like, there were some people from different countries.
Yes.
There's people from like China and Belgium and shit there. It was,
I guess I don't know, because I sat next to one of the guys, the performer we saw.
yeah, he was from Belgium.
Oh, he was Belgium? Okay,
Yeah, he's
cool.
Belgium, which is so crazy that he flew to Iowa for a convention, for a magic convention.
And he had a great time. Fantastic magician.
Yeah, great magician. I don't remember what his name was.
Me neither. Because also, like, when we first got there, we had a lot of time to kill. So we went to a seminar. It was weird because it was this magician and he was performing on stage. And then he was like, all right, here's how I did that, because he's for all magicians.
Yeah,
and we were
this
just
is like magician convention. So apparently, well, I mean, we didn't show up till later, but apparently he did a normal set, and then he did a seminar where he did stunts, and then, or I guess for magicians, tricks.
Yeah.
He did tricks, and then he was like, here's how to do it. Does anybody have any questions? And then he would keep going on, and I was like, I love magic, so I was fascinated by it, but I was also like, what's happening? Because it was in a giant room.
it felt like being in the dressing room of a strip club.
It was weird,
Of
dude.
like, this is similar to what's on stage, but this is different.
Yeah, and it's like, I don't think I want to see all the behind the scenes stuff. You're kind of ruining it for me, even though I love magic and I love knowing the behind the scenes. But it's just like, you're on stage just being like, gotcha. Like, that's how magic is. It's just, you didn't see this, did you?
You're dumb.
Yeah. Let me trick you. So then we got ready. We put down like a tarp in our room, and then we put down pads, and then a bed of nails. What?
There's a whole other thing we didn't discuss. As anyone who listened to our Fast and Furious review knew, I got extremely sick that night.
Oh, yes.
The magic convention was the day after.
Yes. So, yeah, he got sick.
So that night I threw up twice and just diarrheaed so much. And then the next day I'm like, okay, so now people have to stand on me, and Robert's going to hit me in the stomach with a sledgehammer 4 times.
4 times. Not only, like, if it was a normal show, you do it once.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So you'd be like, I can stomach through that. But this is
It's just that.
4 times.
Yeah, that'd be like if I broke my nose and they're like, all right, let's do human blockhead 4 times. You're like, God damn it.
Keep going. Yeah. So we were supposed to hang out that Friday because you had the day off and I had Fridays off. So it was like, yeah, we're going to hang out, get some shit done. And we didn't at all because you were sick.
I just got some shit.
You were sick.
And like, the worst I've been in I don't know if it was a stomach bug or food
Yeah, I don't know because you just
poisoning.
are finally getting over it.
Yeah.
And
like,
this is like 4 or 5 days
the
later.
The one night was only really bad. Like, that was the only time I ever threw up, but it was also, all we had was popcorn.
Well, popcorn and then you drink a lot of fruit punch.
Still.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. Yeah. I'm glad I didn't. I feel fine. Knock on wood.
We were saving popcorn. Or Izzy never got sick.
Yeah, I wonder. Man, that's a long time for food poisoning though.
Right. Well, so my stomach was bad for the rest of the week until literally today. So I wonder. I know her because she brought up we got Chinese takeout the day before, so maybe it took like 24 hours to really kick in. I don't know.
But then she didn't get sick. And I'm guessing you.
But she didn't eat what I ate.
Oh, okay. Man,
Orange
Chinese
chicken.
food usually sure.
Yeah, that's fair.
The Chinese chicken.
Chicken of China.
The Chinese chicken. Yeah, you see where I was going. All right, so back to the magic convention. Jacob brought an extra pair of pants
and underwear, and I wore some thick absorbing underwear just in case. Because I warned you about that. Like, if you hit me and I just go, and I just look at you, you wave people out of there. Thank you.
Luckily. it wasn't a real stage and the crowd left. Yeah. So then if we kept joking, like if you do shit your pants, the problem is you're on a bed of nails.
Yep.
So you got a nail holding poop up.
It's a real bad place to shit your pants.
And then you just got to wave from the bed of nails and knock it up and bow. And then I just got to go, ta-da, see ya. And then you got to wait for them to file out while you're laying on the bed of nails with poop. And I know he didn't do it, but like part of me wanted you to.
Part of me wanted to also.
Because it would have been so funny.
Just the
fact that well, dude, if I was feeling sick and getting hit in the stomach with a center block, I would probably shit my pants. You know what I mean? Like,
because also that's the first time I've ever performed the bed of nails with a shirt on.
Yeah, because
I was wearing a tank top during it.
Well, and also we were doing it 4 times. You didn't want to get all bloody,
right? Yeah.
Yeah, and also you were using it as absorbent.
Yes.
You didn't want to get hit as hard. So we get all ready. We get all ready to go. I did a practice hit earlier in the day, and I was like, okay, I think I know how to do this, but I was still like, I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
It's wild. We're waiting in the room, like the doors are closed because they're guiding people in, and then all of a sudden fucking circus music starts playing in the hallway, and we go, I guess it's showtime, baby. But we gotta wait 6 minutes because there's 2 people performing in front of us, and then all of a sudden the door opens and people file in. It's so weird because we're just standing there, same height as everybody else, not on a stage.
And like usually when I perform, there's a crowd of people and then I walk on.
Yeah, you're waiting for everybody to walk in and people are just staring at you, but you don't want to start talking till everybody's in.
Because a few times I did, and then they're like, "Oh, we got more." I'm like, "Okay."
So then you just stand there awkwardly, just waiting, and we didn't have any music. We just like, all right, let's just hang out. I was just kneeling on a center block, holding the sledgehammer, just waiting. So it was so weird. But then the first group got filed in, did the routine,
went fine.
We decided, because part of your routine, you usually have someone stand on you.
Yes.
So we decided not to do that.
So after we went to the seminar, we looked at the people and we're like, might not always be as easy to find like a good candidate to stand on me, because we're not going to get an old person to climb on me on like a waiver.
It's so we were like, let's just have me sit on you.
Yeah.
So we came up with the bit where like I'll put the bed of nails on top of you, and then I'll sit on you and pull out something to read, just as like a joke. And I thought that was a good bit. I wish I would have had a newspaper, but it was kind of a last minute decision, and it worked. So that was kind of the bit we did.
Think people liked it. Yeah.
And then afterwards, I took the top piece off. Then I put a center block on you, and then we do like the whole counting bit.
Yeah, because it's something I do with like I'll also do an act where I put my hand in an animal trap,
which is wild.
For those watching, is on the table right now.
God, it's scary, dude.
It is, yeah. It's
just wild seeing you just set it, and then you just put your hand in it.
It's a 1.5 animal trap. It's meant for like medium-sized game, I think.
Nice.
Yeah.
And humans, I guess.
Yeah, now.
For natural freaks.
But like it's a countdown of like 3, 2, 1. Wait, we're going on 1 or we're going on go? Like just wasting time. And it worked for the bed of nails. It was harder to do it on the bed of nails while I'm like,
yeah, Jacob's laying on the bed of nails, getting people to count while I'm just holding the sledgehammer.
And then I have to stop everyone. Like it's a lot for me to do in my mind while laying on a bed of nails.
I know what's coming, so I'm like exaggerating, like going to hit, and then I like, wait, what are we doing? And then finally, like the break comes, you hit, and then people go, whoa, and then you would bow, and that's it.
Didn't
and like,
shit my pants.
Yeah, some people would like came up and they were like, can I touch it? And they were like, yeah, it's this. Everything you've seen today has been magic. This is not.
It's just
like, that's what's so weird is like, this is real. So people were like, oh, that's sharp.
Yeah,
and
like a lot of my, usually when I do my act, I say, yep, real wood, real nails, and a real pain in my ass. Like that's just like
it's a great joke.
Yeah.
There was a few people that took little chunks of cinder block.
That's a little souvenir.
It's a little souvenir. I did record the set, so we'll play something here of just like the quick. I think it's like 2.5 minutes of like the set. So if you're watching on YouTube, you can watch it. If you're just listening, enjoy the audio.
Yep. Hello, everybody. I am Jacob the Freak. I'm sure you recognize me from my banner. And what we're going to do here is the bed of nails. What we have here is over 500 nails. It's real wood, real nails, and a real pain in my ass. So let's get started. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to lay down. They say, like, when you make your bed, you got to lay in it. And this is mine. So, all right, what I'm going to do, and he's going to take the other one and kind of sandwich it on top of me here. All right. And my lovely assistant is going to help me out real quick. Oh. Just take a minute. All right, now get off. All right, now we have one less mess to make. What we have here is a genuine cinder block. I think. All right. Now, the fun thing about Zambino is he never learned how to count properly. So I'm going to need all you guys to count down from 3 for us. And we'll see how it goes. All right, so give me a 3. 3, 2. I'm sorry, sir. I noticed you're not counting. You're my rockin' desk. Can you speak up for me? Okay. All right. 3, 2. Wait, we're going on 1 or are we going on go?
Yes.
Okay. All right. You ready?
Yes.
All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go! All right, thank you so much. I'm taking the 3.
So it was a pretty fun night. It was weird because it was back to back. So it was like people leave, then we clean up the center blocks.
Yep.
We get everything ready, and then like in like 6 minutes, another group comes in, and
then
we do it again, and then literally
An hour. Yep.
And we were like, what do we do?
I mean, I took a lot of shits.
Yeah, he was going to the bathroom a ton. There was free pizza for people, so I had a slice of pizza.
Because on the other side of, because there's
Dude,
4
yeah.
groups, 2 were going to the shows, and the other 2 were having a pizza and soda party, which is so
funny.
just adorable.
It was so funny because it was pizza and soda.
and
like
it was
wasn't
adult, like not even beer. Yeah.
No, yeah, it was like, but these are like old, like adults, retired magicians, and it was just like, oh, you want some soda?
Yeah.
Like it was like such like a, but I was like, I love that.
Yeah, it's adorable.
It was
Yeah.
awesome. Had a slice. You didn't eat anything because you're like, I bullshit if I
Yep.
and then we just literally sat on the floor of this empty conference room for 45 minutes, just waiting for the circus music to start again. And then the next group came. We did it again. It was such a weird experience. I was just so happy to be a part of it. It was definitely like a story for sure.
Yeah, that's
And it
why I
was like-
wanted you a part of it too, because I
and
knew you would really appreciate
and
it.
it was just so unique and just like the entire time I was like, what are we doing? Like what is this?
That's what a lot of the sideshow acts I do feel like, where I'm just like, all right, I'm
Yeah,
here.
this one like because it just felt way different, especially just one trick 4 times.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't even like a show really.
Nope.
And then it was just ta-da.
But, I don't think we ever filled even the 3 minutes because like I didn't know what to do.
What are you supposed to do?
Like, yeah, there's only so much talking around a bed of nails.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we do this sit down thing and then the sledgehammer and then
Because I don't have enough time to tell like the story of it,
yeah.
but I don't
Dude, it
have.
literally takes people. It took them longer to file in and file out than
Yeah.
actually perform, which is so wild.
Because I bet one of our shows, the one where there was a child there, so I was like, I don't even know what to say. I bet that one was like a minute long.
Yeah, because there was a child in the front row,
Like-
and so you were like,
And like a 4-year-old child.
yeah. And I was like, you don't want to cuss, you don't want to
I
like.
don't want to be scary. I don't want like anything.
Even though I'm hitting you with a
Right,
sledgehammer,
yeah.
so it's like, did they sign up for this? Probably not. They're like, oh, this is part of the fun pizza party we're at, and then all of a sudden,
Jesus.
ta-da! There was a really cool. So like the final show of this whole thing, we actually got to witness at the end because we were done performing. Was this act called Glow?
Incredible.
Dude, incredible. So like there's a local magician, Ben Eulin.
Yep. If you're local, if you've ever been to Adventureland, he is the Adventureland magician for like decades.
Dude, he's been doing magic for so long. He's like one of the best magicians.
Yep.
But
I look up to him.
dude, he's such a cool, nice dude.
Yeah.
He was doing a unique magic act where it was all black light. Like
Didn't
if you've seen like
speak.
if you've seen like America's Got Talent, they've done like a few of those where it's like they do stuff under black light.
Mm-hmm.
So it just, dude, what a cool. It was like a 20-minute performance
and
just
like
to
so
music.
different than any other magic show I've
Dude,
seen.
it was like so freaking cool because like all like the props and everything it was using was like neon, so it was glowing in the black light. Like things would like disappear and appear, and like people would float. It was so cool because I was like, I love magic, and I'm like, obviously like I know kind of how it's done, but
Yeah.
like it was just
Some
so
of that I didn't though.
it was just so seamless and like and I was like, how the heck are you doing this?
How do you design it?
Yeah,
How do you
exactly.
design that kind of magic act? I don't.
It's so wild because like if we turn on the lights, it would be like not cool at all.
Yeah.
You know, because there's just like people holding shit.
Yep.
But like, dude, it was awesome, and I was like, all right, and then we cleaned up and went home.
Yeah.
It was like, all right, what a weird night, but it was. I was just
I loved it.
the entire time I was just smiling. I was just like, this is cool.
fuck
dude.
are we doing
I'm at
here?
a
Yeah.
fucking magic convention, and I'm not even a magician anymore.
the Midwest premiere.
Yeah. Imagine if I still was doing magic.
Yeah.
I would have been like, you want to come to Abracadabra?
Yeah, you could have invited me.
Yeah, instead of you invited me. And then you went back the next day because it was a weekend convention, dude.
So I got invited the next day for a secret show and then
Ooh.
also an autograph signing.
Yeah, so and under our backdrop is everybody that performed with their autographs.
Yeah,
nice.
for those watching. So I get there around the time he said, and he was like, yeah, because he messaged me when it will happen, and he was not accurate at all. Love the guy who planned it all. His communication skills were interesting.
I mean, the guy who ran it, dude.
Yeah.
He was pretty cool. He told us he was in the first 3 seasons of Mind Freak.
Right, yeah.
Which is wild, dude, because I loved Mind Freak as a kid. He was like in the opening
bearded
scene.
lady,
The
I think,
bearded
yeah.
lady. He was, and I was like, dude, I know exactly who you are.
Yeah,
That's
also-
really cool.
Also, like, he messaged me, and I'm like, yep, we're here. And then when we come in, he rolls up in one of those like little scooter carts. He was like, yeah, sorry, I fell down the stairs today, so I have to be in this cart. We're like, what the
Yeah, I was
fuck
like, what
happening?
is happening?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He was walking when I saw him the second time.
Okay.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, that was the first time meeting him, and he was just in a cart, and I was like, what is going on? A bunch of retired magicians.
So, because he was a big Las Vegas magician too, he had like performed with like Britney Spears and like Madonna.
Yeah,
and, like,
a lot
shit
of
like
a
that.
lot of people, like when I was like hearing their stories, is like they lived in Vegas and did
Like,
magic in
with
Vegas,
huge fucking
which is
people.
like the top tier magic town.
Yeah.
which is that's insane.
And now they're just like
And now
doing
they're
this.
just at
yeah,
a
they're
hotel in
retired
Des
and they're
Moines.
just like, yeah, that's awesome.
That's, I mean,
Not a bad life.
I've always wanted to see a show in Vegas, a magic show.
me too.
Like that would be so cool.
The real shit. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I think David Blaine was having a residency there.
That'd be cool.
That'd be really cool. But
Yeah.
he does, I mean, he does magic, but also he does crazy
Well,
shit.
he also does like sideshow stunts because he's a human pincushion.
Yeah. Well, I think he hurt himself one time because he like jumped off of something.
Yeah,
and,
he dislocated his shoulder twice.
and missed the landing or something.
Because there was a doctor in his audience who's like, hey, do you want to put this back in? And they fucking did it.
then
He's on mic the entire time. He's like, all right.
And then he just keeps performing.
Yeah, he's like, oh, fill back out. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he's
And I was
wild.
worried about shitting my pants.
Yeah, imagine jumping off, shitting your pants, and going, "Is there a diaper in the audience?"
All right, so I get back to the show, and it's like the show is happening now, and it's a bunch of local talent. So our
sweet.
buddy, Lucas
Yep.
went up, our buddy Christian went up.
Oh, on like the main stage?
Yep.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, the same room we were in at the beginning.
Dude, that's really cool. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
that's a big room.
And just a couple others. Someone did like a ventriloquist thing.
Oh,
but
I
it wasn't
guess-
magic.
I
but,
guess
like,
that's kind of in the similar
someone
vein
sang a
of,
song, which was weird.
oh, just like a singer?
Yeah, he was a magician. But he's like, yeah, everyone thinks I say musician, so this is my try at that. We're like, all right.
Yeah, I'm a magician, but I have a stutter or a slur, so people just think I'm a musician.
Oh, okay.
Like that's right. That's like a funny bit.
And
Was he
while
good?
the-
Was he a good singer?
He was fine. It was a cute little ukulele song.
Okay, that's always fun.
And then while like a couple of my friends were up performing, I could hear these couple old guys like kind of talking shit.
Whoa.
Like not being real mean, but being like, oh, this is a family show. Like when someone made a joke, because our buddy Christian, he made a joke of like, oh, and by the way, I'm bisexual, so none of you are safe. And just like shit, like throwaway
That's
stuff
funny.
like that. Yeah.
That's a good stage joke.
Well, yeah, he said he wanted to do dark comedy because it's the 13th year.
Yeah.
And he was, so he did
And
a
that's
bunch of
not
jokes.
even that bad.
No, it wasn't at
Especially
all.
in 2023.
Yeah.
Come on.
But I could hear them talking, and I was very close to saying something. I'd be like, "Hey, are you guys really trying to be the cool kids at a magic convention? Like just shit like I was
what the
running
heck?
and
and just think about if you turn around, they're like 65 and retired.
no, they were like in their 50s. So I was like, "Are you just mad you're not on stage?" Like they were pissing me off.
Dude, that's weird. Yeah, because I wasn't there Saturday, so this is all new to me.
But then
Dude, that's wild.
Yeah, then this person sat next to me and she was awesome. So I made friends with her, and like she wasn't a magician. I guess I don't know what she does. She was a part of. They did photos because it was Adam's Family
Oh, okay.
themed. And she was dressed as Cousin Ed earlier because she's a little person. So she sat next to me and we talked to her a while.
That's really cool.
Yeah, she was awesome.
She was like, so she was in Adam's Family, or
No, she was dressed up for photos for this.
Oh, okay,
And
that's
she
cool.
played Cousin It for it.
That's really cool.
Same with our buddy Christian because he's crazy tall. He was playing Lurch or whatever.
Oh, badass.
Yeah, so
Okay,
she was
yeah,
part of
they're doing
that.
a whole Adam's Family thing.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
So she was sitting next to me. So then I started talking to her, and so I didn't get that pissed off because she was cool. And then
It would
they
have been
did.
so wild if you were like, You did your double finger point.
Yeah.
Those are my friends.
Well, I'm just like, what are you guys trying to be right now? Like, you want to be cool at it's a fucking magic convention.
Talking
All of
shit
you
at
have been
magic.
mocked. I am sure of it. I love magicians now, but like,
Yeah, but think about when they're all together. There's always got to be somebody.
they think they're the cool ones. Yeah.
You know what I mean. But then also,
Yeah, you're not performing right now, so how cool are you? Yeah. And then they did an award show for magicians, which was cool.
Yeah, didn't they have like
It was a costume contest.
A costume
yeah.
contest. What?
Mostly the retirees dressed up. There was somebody dressed as Zoltar, which was because they were wearing a box too.
Oh, that's
like,
awesome. That's a good one.
Yeah, I was mad they didn't win because it was awesome.
Yeah, what was it all like magic themed costumes?
I think the guy who won was dressed as Houdini. There was like
This is Houdini, like wearing a straitjacket?
Yep.
That's not that hard.
No, he won though.
Oh, of course.
And there was like 16 Ghostbusters for some reason.
Oh my! I mean, that's just such a basic, easy.
No, but there
costume.
was like several groups of 4 people dressed as Ghostbusters.
Oh, so they had the foursome,
Like-
and then they're like, "Fuck."
Yeah.
That's really funny.
But before the award ceremony started, they're like, all right, and to present these awards, flown in from Las Vegas is the world famous Cher impersonator. I was like, oh, okay. And then over the lights, you hear, do you believe in love after love? And there's a
She's such a good
spotlight. And she wasn't singing, she was lip syncing. And then
Did she look like Cher?
Yeah. I mean, she's on the poster.
But she didn't sing.
No, she lip sung, and then she did like.
So is that really an impersonation?
She's the world's best and world's most famous Cher impersonator, and
But if you
she
don't
was.
sing, how is that?
She was lovely, let me tell you, because I got to talk to her later because I sat with her when we were signing signatures.
Was
I
it weird, like looking at her?
She didn't look that much. I mean, she looked like Cher, but you weren't like, oh my god, that's Cher. You're like, oh my god, that's a Cher impersonator.
That's what's so weird about impersonators. Is just like, all right, I guess,
Yeah,
sure.
I mean-
yeah, you're George Clooney, I guess. You're close enough.
Sure.
It's just so wild, dude. People look get somebody better.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what a weird thing to bring to. Is Cher a magician?
I know.
Like what?
And like she had some like Cher jokes lined up, and like they were great.
Okay.
Yeah. It was just, like, cool. It was
That is all right. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, and then they did the awards ceremony, and then they brought out the secret magician
Ooh, there was a secret magician which we found out about
before
early
anybody.
before anybody, and he goes, "Promise you won't tell anybody."
I'm like, this is a magician convention. Does a promise mean anything, or does it mean everything?
Yeah, I don't know, and I was like, "Yeah, who am I going to tell? I don't know anybody here."
Just gonna tell you over and over. And for the special entertainment, where it did turn out that this guy is a very famous magician among magicians.
Yeah, and I didn't. Well, when I found out who it was, I was like, "What? Why is he coming to this magic convention?" So, but yeah, okay, it's good that he's a magician
Yes.
too.
It was the hand actor who played Thing in Addams Family and Addams Family Value in the like 90s
Yeah.
Addams Family,
So-
which is my favorite adaptation of Addams
So
Family.
I get why
like
they
the
brought
Christina
him
Ricci
because they did the Addams Family
Yeah.
thing, and that makes sense. But then also, like he was like, "Yeah, the special guest that we're sneaking him into the hotel room.
Like-
He's the hand," and I'm like, "What? I would never recognize who that
Cool.
is."
He was like, yeah, you can take a photo with him. Or
And he'll put his hand on your head, and I'm like, "Oh, cool.
I mean, I gotta shake it.
That's cool."
It felt cool.
Okay, yeah, that's cool. But then also, like, I was like, "But what does he have to do with magic?"
And he is a very,
Okay, so-
very good magician.
So did people freak out?
Yeah, people like he's like he was like magician of the year at some point,
Holy
like stuff
shit.
like that.
Okay,
and also
because he's good with his hands.
yeah,
he's good with his hands.
Also, he had a lot of like fun, dumb bits about like, yeah, this is how you hand act. And he's like, this is nervous, and he would do something and like
Just
gotta laugh. Like it was great.
Tickle the finger.
Yeah,
that's kind of cool.
Yeah, and like it was cool. I mean,
But
like
also like so like you're just watching this, and then you look over and there's Cher impersonator, and then just a bunch of other magicians.
and I'm just like, all right.
You're like, what am I doing?
And then
right
someone's
now?
like, hey, can I have your signature? I'm like, okay.
Yeah, how many autographs did you sign?
Fucking 200.
Oh my god, every was
single
a-
person.
There was a line.
Yeah, no, everybody in the crowd went down the line.
Oh
like
my
it wasn't they
God.
approach you. It's that it was like a pits like our performing thing.
Holy shit.
And also a bunch of posters went down the line with nobody attached to them. That's how I got a signed poster by everybody. So
So they
everyone
were just sending down.
Yep. I took photos with a lot of people.
Were people like, oh, it was so cool seeing you do that? That's kind of cool.
Yeah, no, and like, because some people like had done sideshow performances, so they
because we
talked to me
talked to a
about
few
that.
people Friday night, and they were like, yeah, we do Blockhead and like that kind of stuff.
So
and
something I was very happy about. One of the people around me, because I brought the hand trap because I was going to hand out stickers, but then I couldn't because it was a assembling line, so I couldn't. I thought people would approach me and like, hey,
they'd
here's a
actually
sticker.
talk. Yeah,
Yeah. So I brought that as a little display, the hand trap, and the guy was like, "Oh, I do that. I did that for like 30 years. It was a different trap though." I was like, "All right, how is your hand?" He's like, "Fine."
Oh,
and that's
Jesus.
such a relief.
Such a relief. But I wonder how many times he did it.
He said he did it for 30 years. You think I've done it like at max like 10 times in a month? I bet he was doing around that.
Yeah, and you've been doing it what for 4 years?
Yeah, I think I graduated 5 years ago. So that was such a relief, because that's the thing where I'm like, that's
and also
gonna
that's one
affect
thing
me
that
in
you
my
don't
age.
do every time.
Right.
And then when you do it, you like take care of your hand.
Yes.
It's not like you're beating yourself off.
Right. That's the. Nope. Beat myself up.
I mean,
Well, then I can for like a week. Well,
which hand do you put in? Your non-dominant?
No, I do my dominant because
Damn. So what does that feel like when you? How long do you wait to jerk after that?
I don't know. I mean, whenever I can really like make a fist.
Damn. So it probably affects a lot of things.
So the worst thing about it.
My first thought is masturbation.
No, one of the worst thing it does, because I'm a FedEx driver, knocking on doors. I don't think about it.
Oh, and you just go hit and you go, oh fuck.
Yeah, and then that's all on the ring camera.
It's all on the ring camera. People are like, damn, we have a hard ass door.
But he did
This
it.
FedEx driver is weak as fuck.
Yeah, he did it for like 30 years, and he's like, "Yep, all good." I'm like, "Thank God," because that's the one big thing I'm worried about. And then, yeah, so I sign a shit ton of autographs. I get to meet the other magicians, which is great.
Damn, that's fucking badass.
Yeah, and then I get paid, and I go home, it was fun.
And you got to bring home the freaking
Yeah, the banner,
which
is now proudly displayed in my garage.
I just love, because we were like, we didn't know what the banner was going to be.
Yeah.
And you were like, we got to keep the banner. And he sent you the image of what it was.
And I was like,
And you're like, I don't.
All right.
That's not what I want. And I kept joking, dude. I kept saying, I was like, I hope this is so big, because I was like, you got to keep it. I hope it's massive.
and
you were like, it's probably just going to be small, next to the performance area.
like 9x5
My
or something like that.
fucking dreams came true, baby. It was-
Well, because when we
it's
saw
so
it,
big.
I was like, where am I going to put this? My stairwell? Like,
The fact that it's so big and it's so funny looking.
Yeah.
Like not even anything. One joke that you kept making though at performance is like, I'm Jacob the Freak. You probably recognize me from the
Right, yeah.
poster. And it's just a guy in a turban.
and now I do have another thing adjacent to this to talk about. Because do you remember when on our drive home we were like, God, it's got to be so much fun being a magician. I don't know who brought it up. We were like, it's got to be fun like it's fun being gay. We're like, it just seems like they have the best time always. And then we turned out like both of my magician friends are also bisexual.
Yeah, we were talking about that because I was like, I didn't realize that.
Yeah, and I was like, it kind of blends together.
It kind of
I guess.
makes sense. And also, I'm going to say this as a general statement, magic is mostly men. It's a very man-dominated
It's
industry.
very flamboyant, man.
Very flamboyant, yeah, because it's performance, so it's like
a lot of scarves.
So like it does, yeah, it kind of makes sense. And then also, I was way into magic when I was younger, and then also I'm a big fan. And then also I'm a big fan of men. No, I'm
Just in general.
I'm a big fan of Arrested Development.
Right.
So like,
I did ask.
Yeah.
I sat next to one of my buddies who was a gay magician. I was like, hey, how do you feel about this? And he was like, I love it.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
Because also, I didn't talk
Yeah,
about
because
this.
they're gay in that show.
And
or
I'm
bisexual,
well,
I guess.
also, I met the fucking president of one of the magicians group. I was like, it's an honor. He's like, do you know who I am? Absolutely not.
The Magician Guild?
Yeah. Or one. They listed
Is there like so?
They listed like 3 different things.
How is there more than?
I don't know.
That doesn't make sense.
I
to
think
me.
it's age too.
Whoa.
Yeah, but like this guy was like pretty young too, like probably
He's the president.
my
I mean,
age.
that's what a title, dude.
Yeah.
Like on his email, it goes like it says his name,
President of the Magicians
Guild.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we were talking like it's gotta be fun to be just a gay magician. Like, is this your cock? Blah, blah.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
Watch me make these balls disappear. I love it. Dude, yeah, because if I was still into magic and if I happened to be gay, I would be doing, because I was doing bits.
That's gotta be so much
I would
fun.
love to do those bits in the bedroom.
Yeah.
I guess I guess it doesn't. I guess you could do something similar if you were a straight magician in the bedroom.
Well, yeah.
You know, but it's just
it's less funny.
because like the ball and cup routine is a traditional magic. It's a traditional magic thing. You know,
and you can do a ball and butt routine.
Yeah, dude. So just it.
I guess women have butts too, but
Yeah,
like,
but the routine,
come on.
it kind of just makes sense, and it's just really funny.
Well, and also it's fun to just realize like that 2 out of 3 of my magician friends currently have boyfriends. I was like, oh,
yeah,
that's fun.
that's really awesome. Though.
Yeah.
Like I didn't realize that about them either because I'd met them a few times and I've seen them perform and they're really cool performers. And I was like, whoa, dude, I never even thought about that.
Yeah.
You know, that's really cool.
But that gets me to this point of a couple days later, I got a message from a very lovely man.
Who?
I won't say his name. And yeah, I got this message and it's like, because it's from somebody I'm not friends with, and it's just, hey, can I ask you a silly question? You're going to laugh. So at first I'm like, all right, it's a spam or whatever.
Is this over Facebook?
Yes.
So some random dude is missing.
Found me, yeah.
Whoa.
And like
he found your real name because you don't have like a performer page.
True. I probably got tagged in some shit.
Oh yeah,
and
probably.
he saw me on that. And then I kind of think it's like a spam thing because I don't really look at like the mutual friends.
Yeah, because it's weird, especially when they're not your friends and it's someone asking you.
Well, it's like when someone messages you like, look at this video, and then you're like, okay, it's a spam thing.
Yeah, I'm not gonna fucking watch that bullshit.
And then so all I say is go for it. And then I get a voice message.
A voice message. Oh, I haven't heard this yet. He hasn't said the name, so we don't have to distort the voice.
And like, nor am I making fun of this at all. I just thought it was a funny coincidence, and honestly, I was honored, and I thought this was just a really funny message.
Hey, I was the guy that complimented you on your tattoos. Do you remember me? And I thought you were kind of cute. I wasn't sure if you were straight or gay or not. It was like 50-50. So don't be offended. Take that as a compliment. Hopefully, I don't offend you, but I couldn't tell, honestly. So I was like, kind of wanted to flirt with you, but I was like, I didn't want to offend you. And then also, I never really got a chance to talk to you. I never really saw you at any other time other than the sideshow thing. So are you gay, bi, straight? I'm super curious. Maybe I can hit you up next time I'm in the area. LOL. Talk to you later. Bye.
Isn't that the cutest fucking thing?
Did you just respond? I'm very honored.
Yeah,
but
I was like,
engaged.
hey, I do remember you.
I'm engaged.
And yeah, I said engaged, and then nothing.
Yeah, because dude, I love, because I know a couple gay people that I've never heard anybody else say this out loud, but gay people always go LOL, and I love that.
Yeah. like you didn't. You just said
it. You just said it. Like that's so, dude. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Man. Did you show Izzy that?
Yeah. Well, because also,
yeah, your assistant was a man.
Yeah.
A bearded man. And I love the fact that he was like, I couldn't tell if you were.
Yeah, don't be offended, which I'm not.
Which
I'm not offended at all.
Jacob has been dealing with his entire life. Even your parents thought you were gay.
Yeah. Yeah, there was a lot of exchanging money when people found out I was engaged to a woman. I'm sure. A lot of people lost bets.
$200, dude. From Jacob. It'd be so funny.
But like, yeah, I just thought it was funny. Like,
dude, that's just some random dude that doesn't live here. Saw you, found you.
Thought I remember him saying, "I like your tattoos." Also,
but then the fact that he sent you a voice memo while he's driving
or walking down the street, not sure,
with cars nearby.
Yeah, that was so funny.
I fucking love it.
It made me so. Also, because it has been a while since a gay man has hit on me. Because now all the gay people in like the performing groups know about Izzy.
Yeah, because you're friends with all of them.
Like when I first met a lot of them, I did get like messages from them, and then when they met me again, or like met Izzy, or looked on my Facebook,
yeah, then they know to leave you alone.
Well, yeah, or just like, oh, yeah, how's a girlfriend?
I mean, same. Yeah, that's why that guy didn't respond.
Right. Yeah.
Because he doesn't want to be a homewrecker. You know, like he's being respectful.
Yeah, that'd be funny if he's like, that's fine.
He's like, just let me know next time, and I can make those balls disappear. Is he a magician or is he just? Was everybody there a magician or fans of magic? I don't know.
I thought everyone was a magician.
That's what it seems like, dude. I remember when we were at when I was there that night and watching that guy explain his tricks. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you noticed this. There was a guy that was in front of us to the left, and he was sitting by himself. I mean, it was packed. You know, there were people near him, but he was literally taking notes.
Cool.
Like I was like, dude,
that's so fun.
That's awesome.
That they're actually getting shit out of this. Like, we're just like, I don't even know what's happening.
Like he was like, man, I can incorporate some of these things into my act.
Yeah. Well, because also,
and I was like, dude, that's like just witnessing that is like true passion.
Yes.
You know, like
also true community, which I didn't think there would be a good magician's community because I thought it'd be like guard your secrets, like the Prestige.
Yeah, but I think that's what's cool about this is like everybody is like
this is the time to do it.
This is the time to be like, let's share our secrets. Let's be like, well, what's so cool about magic is once you know how to do a trick. I even did this when I was younger doing magic. Is once you know the concept of a trick, you can develop it in your own way.
Sure.
So once you figure out, oh, this is the basic idea, you know, you do this, you do this, you do this, you can change out the props, still do it similarly, or you can change out the story.
Yeah.
Because I learned a card trick one time. That was one of my favorite card tricks. I learned it on YouTube. And then once I got comfortable doing it, then I like changed it up and like made a story around it and did all this kind of cool shit.
Yeah.
Where it was like, yeah, the basic concept's still the same, but it's now my trick.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, that's how sideshow is a little bit like when I learned,
you got to make it your own.
Where you learn like human blockhead and you're like, okay, so this is the relative size and shape
technique
I can fit into my nose. All right.
And everybody's different. Yeah.
Now from my life, what can I add to that? Where like,
how can I make it unique in my own?
Yeah, where I then developed like the screwdriver routine, which a lot of people have screwdriver routines, but this is one I came up with.
Well, and also like the fact that you can, you know, take that concept and then like do like the Rudolph nose and like all that kind of shit. And that's really cool.
Which, yeah, I don't know anyone else who's done that. And also, I don't know anyone else who's done human blockhead with an Allen wrench. I think I came up with that one.
Dude, the Allen wrench is uncomfortable.
I know. I need to start doing that on stage.
Dude, that's one that I've seen you do a few times. Like when you were working on it, I was like, oh, that makes me uncomfortable. It was really cool. It was a cool freaking thing. That was also very weird at the same time.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a wild thing to do.
We both felt like we had fucking badges with our names on it, and I was like, I feel like we didn't belong there. Like, I love magic, but I'm not a magician.
Right.
I'm not a practicing magician.
I'm a sideshow performer.
It's like, what are we doing here? It was
an honor.
Definitely an experience.
And if you're a fan of magic, look up Abercorndabra. Happens every year.
Yeah, dude. Apparently, it's a
big
annual thing. And what if we get invited back next year?
I hope so. I doubt it, but I hope so.
I mean, everybody seemed to like it, and everybody
signed 200 fucking autographs with me and Fake Cher. I loved her.
It's so awesome. Before we go, I did find this is a way left turn.
Yeah. But a little side story.
Just a little side story that I want to add it because I just found this at the store. So when I was picking up beer, because today we're drinking some King Sue, which is a really good double IPA. But when I was at the store picking up beer, I found this juice. This is called Tampico. It's there's 3 different flavors. This one is tropical punch because I think this is the best of the 3. But I didn't know they were still making these.
Me neither.
They've obviously rebranded and changed the packaging.
Well, because there's some like cleaning stuff that looks exactly like that.
Yeah.
The ones that look delicious and they're dangerous. Where like this, it doesn't even look like juice. It's just a very solid color.
So they have 3 flavors. Tropical punch, which looks like neon pink. They have another flavor that's kind of yellowish, and then they have a blue raspberry that's literally neon blue. Like the colors are so extreme
and so solid.
Like it's just like I think it's very sugary juice.
I'm sure.
But
only 30 4 servings still.
But when I was in high school, they used to sell Tampico at the grocery store, and it came in these little. So imagine like a gallon of milk, but then imagine it like miniature, like fucking like a square. A gallon of milk that's in a square shape.
But like same grip.
Yes, it had the same grip, like
same
the nozzle.
Top.
Yeah, same top.
And like same like label, just tiny.
Just like a very square, tiny gallon of milk. But it was Tampico. It was juice. And there was a deal. This was when I was working at the grocery store. There was a deal on these that I think it was buy one, get one, or it was like 50 cents for one thing of juice. And I was like, I love juice, you know, like back in the day I wasn't drinking alcohol, so like, you know, I was drinking a ton of you were drinking a ton of tea.
Yeah, that's true.
Know? Like that was our thing. So I was like, I'm gonna spend $20 on, because it hit 2 for $1.
Yeah,
you know, $20. So I got fucking 40 of these gallons.
At least. I wouldn't be surprised if it was more.
It might have been more, dude. I had so many, and I got them. The only flavor they had was blue raspberry, which honestly, probably the worst flavor.
Okay.
Dude, it was. I should have got the blue raspberry flavor, but I think this is the best flavor.
I don't think these are that bad for you.
We're gonna try this really quick, but I got this because of the nostalgia and memory. Our buddy Josh, who's been on the podcast, I think was there when I bought them all.
Okay, but not only did you buy a lot of them, how did you store them?
Yes,
because this is where I came into the picture.
So hopefully,
I came over to your house
because I had so many of them, and you can't stack them because they're. Imagine stacking a gallon of milk. You can't because of the way it goes up into a nozzle.
Also, with your family. Your parents would be pissed that you bought that much of anything.
And also, I'm sharing a room at this point. I'm sharing a room with my younger brother who's 10 years younger than me. So I have...
So you're 17, or probably 16, sharing a room with a 6-year-old.
A 6-year-old who loves juice, probably. So I got to hide these, you know? And I have fucking 40. I'm going to say 40 of these fucking juice things. And I'm like, okay, I got to hide these in an area where no one will drink them so that I can save them. So I decided to put them under my bed. And I literally have... I can picture a photo in my mind. Hopefully I can find one. If I can, I'll post it right here. And then I'll post it on social media. But I literally, under we had a bunk bed. There was just fucking rows of these blue juice.
Just room temp, probably slightly warm.
Dude, yeah, they weren't cold. And every day I would probably just grab one and that would be my drink of the day. But like they were small, so I'd probably drink more. Dude, and it was...
I feel like they lasted forever, though.
God, dude. And blue raspberry, I think I liked it initially, but then it became a flavor that I hate.
Because you had so fucking much of it.
Every time I look under my bed, I'm just like, Jesus Christ, why did I buy so many? So let's freaking try this.
Cheers
this is
to Moist Monday.
Fruit punch, I guess.
Yeah, it's very fine.
Ooh, tropical punch. That's not bad.
No,
that'd be
that's
good.
fine.
That'd be good, really cold. You know?
It has a little bit of a medicine-y texture.
I think they all do. I think this has like a...
It's a little too thick.
Because it's the color, dude. These juices are based on color, not flavor. Like that's how they sell them. Like, what name something else that looks like that besides antifreeze? You know,
Pepto-Bismol.
Yeah, it's just like poison.
Yeah.
This might be. I mean, it's very thick.
Yeah.
And like very sugar. Like
if you want something like this, just make Kool-Aid.
But like, yeah, I can feel it. Like, but I think this. If I were to drink this again, mix it with vodka.
Yeah, for sure.
Or mix it with something.
Well, hey,
I should have got the fucking blue raspberry one.
We can do that next week.
I don't know if I want to drink it again.
This and vodka?
Oh, yeah, we'll save this. Yeah. Drink that next. Because I feel like this is a good tropical drink.
Yeah.
You know, nice and easy.
As we're heading into summer.
Dude, this has been the freaking Moist Monday podcast, mostly about magic, mostly about Freak Show, and then a little bit about
juice.
A lot of juice.
A little bit about a lot of juice.
A little bit about a lot of juice under my bed. I don't know. I think I was kind of like a wildcat when I was in high school, you know?
I mean, you're different. I don't know if you're wild. Buying a lot of juice isn't crazy. No. It's just kind of weird.
Oh, yeah.
Same with your obsession with magic. Just a little weird.
That's always been my thing is I've always been a little weird, but not like, oh, he's wild.
Yeah.
It's just like, stay away from him. You know, it's like, he likes magic and don't look under his bed.
Because you'll find juice.
You guys like blue raspberry? Why? If there's 3 flavors, why would I only buy one? Is that like all they had? Is that we're just trying to get rid of them?
Probably. They're probably discontinued.
Because nobody fucking bought them. Yeah, dude, I literally haven't seen this brand.
Me neither.
Or anything since then. And this was in like at the grocery store, you know, the bin right before the checkout.
Yeah.
And like I think there was a giant bin of them.
Yeah.
And I think they were on sale.
And they're loose.
I think they were trying to get rid of them.
The juice is loose.
The juice is loose, baby.
All right.
Well, that's been the Moist Monday podcast.
Email us about bullshit at moistmondaypodcast@gmail.com.
We just got an email recently from Cindy. We're really freaking. We've already kind of mentioned it. We're working on something for you. So,
all right. Do I know?
You should.
Okay.
We talked about it on the air.
Oh, you'll have to remind me. I drink on this.
We drink on this. We appreciate you guys freaking listening. Make sure you follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Moist Monday Podcast. Subscribe to us on YouTube, Moist Monday Podcast. Hey,
give us 5 stars on Spotify and other apps.
Yeah, dude. I wish there was a way to like see.
Yeah.
You know, it's wild that people are listening to this.
Yep.
Isn't that cool?
It's something.
Dude, I think our top, so like it says like our top 5 like locations.
Yeah.
I think number 5 is back with what is it?
Are we back in Denmark?
It's a country, dude.
Fuck yeah.
Our number 5 most listened city is in Europe.
So
if you're a freaking European listener, or
we appreciate so much. Sorry if I got your country or city wrong. There.
Brussels. It's Brussels.
That sounds right.
It's Brussels, I'm pretty sure. If you're a fan from Brussels, holy fuck, dude.
Email us, please.
And also, I'm curious, do you like Brussels sprouts?
Now he's gone. Bye, everybody.
Dry bones, lazy bones, big bones, dance around in your bones.
Jesus.
It's a little gross.
Also, that was loud in my ear.
Oh, is yours really loud?
Yeah. No, just the song.